the final step in this process is to celebrate. It's just to celebrate that you've altered a habit. Because the more you celebrate, the more you'll know you're capable. You're capable of changing your TV practices, or your exercise, or your amount of joy, or your eating program, or whatever it is that you want to change. And you celebrate that. And then you can change any habit, and every habit. And what if you were just a collection of habits? All right. Kim, give me a microphone.
So this is everything right here. When I had one of the goals, the big goals I had when I came here was to be in a way that I got what I wanted all the time. And this is everything. If all all the practices that we've been talking about, everything in your books, just assume they work. If you do this, and if we are a collection of habits, you can do anything.
Right. And you can, here's the other piece, thank you. You can completely alter yourself in the way that you want to be. You're not hardwired, is my opinion. And if you would talk to people who've known me for 20 years, 30 years, I'm not who I was. Really. I used to get very irritated a lot. I've put my fists through walls. I've screamed at people. I've been mean. I've been out of shape. I've been a poor eater. I've eaten poorly in terms of my nutrition. I've been broke. I've been an ineffective money manager. I've been a terrible procrastinator. And I just considered all those things to not be genetic defects, not be personality disorders. They're none of that, from my point of view. They're just habits.
I might have even heard it in the last workshop, but I'm not getting it till right now that this is actually, I mean, you could have just, well, probably not, because I didn't hear it all through the workshop, but you could have probably have just done this, and this is the workshop.
Yeah, well, thanks. Thanks. I had to warm you up first.
Twice.
Yeah. Well, for you, I had to warm you up twice. Now, here's the deal. I want you to keep this alive. All that you've learned here, I really want you to keep it alive. And we've talked about a lot of ways to do it. I mean, one way is that you made an art sculpture, and you can take that back with you. Another way is that you've had such an emotional experience, and you can take that back with you. Another thing you can do is to take it back and consider everything you learned to be a habit, and you can commit to these changes and set up monitoring systems with other people or with journals or with charts, and you can practice without being angry and upset with yourself when you make a mistake. And then you can constantly celebrate. So you can do that. But I want you to know that there's so much you can do to keep this alive. And celebrate, which brings me to your assignment. Your assignment is that you're about to have a 40-minute break. And during that 40-minute break, between now and 6 o'clock, I want you to prepare to celebrate. I want you to celebrate tonight like you've never celebrated. You say, well, wow, what are we celebrating? Well, we're celebrating that we're alive. We're celebrating that we were just in an amazing experience with each other. We're celebrating that we have the families that we have. We're celebrating that we have the health and the bodies we have. We're celebrating that we live on a little dirt ball in the middle of a universe which almost has no dirt balls that have anything that looks like a habitable space. And we get to live on it. In a time when over billions of years there's only a few 100,000 of them that this little dirt ball is habitable. And we get to be here. Whoa! Now, if you don't care to celebrate any of that, make up some stuff. So if you're not in a celebratory mood, maybe one of the things you can do to celebrate is make a long list of all the things to celebrate. I don't know, but your assignment is to prepare to celebrate. Now, what if you say, well, I just don't feel like celebrating? No problem. Consider feeling it's just a habit. So you commit to a feeling called celebration, set up a little monitoring system, practice getting yourself there, and by 6 o'clock, come in and celebrate. Say, oh, that's just a trick. Well, of course it's a trick. This whole workshop is a trick. This whole workshop is just a trick to get you to fall awake. That's all this is about. This whole thing is just a trick to get you to fall awake. To wake up to what a wonderful life you have. To wake up to the life that you want. To wake up to knowing what you want. And then to wake up to your capableness of creating it. That's all we're doing here. It's just gently falling awake. So I'm just asking you, continue that.